It was the worst kept secret in the business. Penta!
A curse, a legacy, and
El Zero!
Penta Jr.'s story isn't just about wrestling. It's about survival, reinvention, and defying the odds. From tragedy in the ring to becoming one of the most iconic luchadors of all time.
Your winner!
This is the tale of how a masked warrior turned a cursed persona into a global phenomenon. To understand Penta Jr.'s incredible journey, we need to step back to Mexico in 1995. The original Pentagon was debuting in AAA, one of the biggest promotions in Mexico, as the perfect villain to rival fan favorite Octagon. Octagon was such a crowd favorite that the promotion wanted to create a mortal enemy for Octagon to face off against, so a rival was created and went by the name Pentagon. The original Pentagon would look just like Octagon, but with minor differences. The original Pentagon would only use this mask and persona for a small amount of time, from 1995 to 1996. It's in early 1996 where the curse of Pentagon began. During a tag match in 1996, tragedy struck. La Parca launched the original Pentagon into the air, but a bad landing caused a cardiac arrest right there in the ring. It did not take long to transfer him to a hospital. Medics revived him after 8 agonizing minutes, but the incident ended his career and birthed the Pentagon curse. Back in 1997, the Pentagon legacy took an unexpected twist. Enter Jose Mercado Lopez, also known as Pentagon 2. Unlike his predecessor, Mercado managed to leave a mark in the ring, even snatching the Mexican national middleweight title from Octagon in March of that same year. He stuck with AAA until 2000, but when he moved on, the Pentagon mask found a new owner, Ricardo Moreno Antonio. A seasoned 15-year veteran, Moreno had been known as Dragon Chino before stepping into the Pentagon persona. But all stories have their final chapter. At Triple Mania 10, the Pentagon identity met its end. In a high-stakes showdown, Octagon and Pentagon were forced to team up in a unique match where the losing team would battle each other, and the loser of that fight would be unmasked. For the last time, Pentagon and his longtime rival Octagon clashed in an emotional battle. In the end, Pentagon fell short, unmasking in defeat and officially closing the book on a nearly decade-long rivalry, a moment that truly marked the end of an era. Fast forward to 2012. Penta, now wrestling under as the Dark Dragon, which wasn't working, was offered the cursed Pentagon mask, becoming the 9th wrestler to take on the famed Pentagon mantle. Fellow wrestlers warned Penta that the Pentagon mask carried a curse, pointing to the misfortunes of its previous wearers. The original Pentagon came dangerously close to losing his life in the ring, while another ended up serving a staggering 27 years and 6 months in prison. But beyond the supposed curse, many doubted the gimmick itself, calling it outdated and doomed to fail. To them, Pentagon would always live in the shadow of Octagon, a second fiddle in the ring. But Penta didn't flinch, arguably destroying the curse that came with the name. In fact, Penta laughed at the curse, coming up with his iconic catchphrase, Cero Miedo, in the process. This means zero fear, which was exactly how Penta approached taking on the cursed gimmick and his life in the ring in general. This fearless attitude didn't just define his character, it inspired his fans. From overcoming illnesses to signing divorce papers with zero fear as their motto, Penta's mantra became a movement. It was his way of declaring that no curse, no tragedy, and no challenge could hold him back.
Cero Miedo no es creación de quien le pertenece a su luchador favorito.
That's what he does. He throws the fingers up and then points them down. Zero fear.
Penta found success in championship gold in AAA, but started to cross overseas once his popularity grew as part of the Lucha Underground television series. Initially, they wanted only high flyers like his brother Rey Fenix, but thanks to WCW legend Vampiro, who saw untapped potential in Pentagon, he was brought on board. Debuting in 2014, Lucha Underground separated itself from other companies by embracing a gritty, cinematic style that was unlike anything else at the time. It brought some of the independent scene's biggest stars and Lucha Libre AAA worldwide stars together, creating a truly unique product. A lot of big talent from Lucha Underground, including Rey Mysterio, Fenix, Santos Escobar, Ricochet, Chelsea Green, Io Sky, and many more would compete in the promotion and sign with bigger promotions following Lucha Underground's shutdown in 2018. However, Penta Jr. was arguably the best star made in the promotion and achieved the most success in it. Penta Jr. was one of the first AAA wrestlers to sign with the promotion and made his debut on the 3rd episode of Season 1. Competing against Fenix and Drago, he would be unsuccessful in his first outing in the new promotion. Following a rivalry with his brother, initially a heel, Pentagon went on a spree of breaking the arms of his opponents. In story, Penta was doing this at the will of his master, who is later revealed to be Vampiro. Penta Jr. and Vampiro had one of the most brutal and bloody battles in LU's history when they met in a Cero Miedo match at the end of Season 1. It was this match that, as Penta himself tells it, made him a star and led to him receiving offers to work more extensively across the United States. After his breakout in Lucha Underground, he tore up the independent scene, showcasing his hard-hitting style and Cero Miedo attitude. His charisma and skill earned him bookings worldwide, leading to a stint in Impact Wrestling where he became Impact World Champion. Then came All In, the precursor to AEW. Penta Jr. faced Kenny Omega in a match that blew fans away. This performance opened even more doors, and shortly after, he and his brother Rey Fenix joined AEW as the Lucha Brothers. They quickly became one of the company's top attractions, winning the AEW World Tag Team titles and Trios titles as part of a Death Triangle. After 5 years in AEW, Penta made the leap to WWE, ready to prove himself on the biggest stage in professional wrestling, while his brother, Rey Fenix, remains in AEW for now. Rumors suggest he may not be far behind, with his extended contract reportedly nearing its end. Penta's arrival couldn't come at a better time, as WWE expands its global footprint, with Monday Night Raw now streaming live on Netflix. Penta's debut positions him as a key player on a worldwide stage. His appeal is undeniable. A hero in Mexico, beloved by Lucha Libre fans, Penta has built an international following through his unforgettable performances in the US, Japan, and beyond. Penta made his WWE debut to a thunderous ovation. Fans were already familiar with the worst-kept secret in the business, as Michael Cole called it. At 39 years old, with over 2 decades of experience, Penta brought his signature Cero Miedo energy to the global stage, captivating the WWE audience. In his first WWE match, Penta faced off against Chad Gable in what turned out to be an absolute banger. The two men exchanged fast-paced sequences early on, showcasing their technical prowess with trips, arm drags, and counters. Gable worked over Penta's leg, wrenching it on the apron and applying submissions, but Penta's resilience kept him alive. The match escalated with high-impact moves. Penta hit a somersault dive over the top rope and a Canadian destroyer, called a Mexican destroyer by commentary, that had the crowd chanting, "This is awesome," repeatedly. Gable countered with a bridging German suplex and locked in an ankle lock, only for Penta to turn the tables with the sacrifice armbar. Penta closed the match with his signature Penta driver for the hard-fought victory after 13 minutes. Cole summed it up best: "Welcome to the big time, Penta." His unmatched skill, electric presence, and undeniable aura set the stage for what could be a legendary WWE run. From AEW standout to a global force in WWE, Penta has already made an unforgettable first impression. But speaking of aura, few superstars embody it better than Finn Balor and his haunting demon persona. Curious about the origins and legacy of this enigmatic alter ego? Watch our deep dive into Finn Balor's demon gimmick. See you soon.